In this episode, we explore why you can't fully discover your Ikigai or your reason for being until you gently release the mask you've been carrying for years. Welcome to the Midlife Reinvention Podcast, a podcast helping women in career and life transitions achieve clarity on their next steps so they can transform uncertainty into an energizing next chapter. I'm your host, Kavita Ahuja, and the founder of It's My Time Now Coaching. If you're wondering what's next in your career or life, you are in the right place. Through solo and guest episodes, you'll gain practical tips, tools, and inspiration to help you uncover blocks, gain confidence, and be, do, and have what you want. I rediscovered myself after the age of 50, and I know you can too. It's my time now to help you do just that. I'm so excited you're here. Let's dive in. Hello, my friend, and welcome back to another mini episode of the Midlife Reinvention Podcast, and a continuation of the Reinvention series for 2026. As we are in December now and we look forward to the chapter waiting for us in 2026, I wanted to explore something most of us don't realize we've been carrying. That is a mask. A mask that once kept us safe, a mask we've worn for so long that we forget it's even there, and a mask that now quietly keeps us stuck, especially when we're looking for clarity or purpose or a new direction. Today's short episode is an invitation to gently take a step closer to your truth and your Ikigai, and to the person you're becoming in your next chapter. In this week's longer interview with psychotherapist Lisa Skeffington, we explored the emotional masks women learn to wear, masks of competence and perfectionism and independence, overthinking and overperforming. And here's what struck me during this conversation. We don't wear masks because we're weak. We wear them because at some point they kept us safe. They, for example, protected us in childhood or in our relationships or in our workplaces where we felt we had to over-deliver to be taken seriously. But as you move towards the new year, and as many of us feel the pull to reinvent ourselves or rediscover who we really are, to evolve our careers or reconnect with our Ikigai, these same masks can begin to suffocate us. And we realize that I can't find my Ikigai or my true reason for being if I'm hiding behind a version of myself that isn't fully me. So today I want to offer 3 simple reflections and practices from my longer interview with Lisa on how you can begin right now to support your reinvention and help you step into 2026 as the truest, most aligned version of yourself. The first thing is to notice when you leave yourself. The first step is awareness. And a mask becomes visible the moment you ask, where in my life am I abandoning my truth? Is it, for example, in meetings where you stay quiet even when you have something to say? Is it perhaps in relationships where you play the role of the strong one? Is it in a career where you pretend you're fine because you're afraid of what change might mean? As I've spoken before in this podcast, Ikigai is found at the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what brings you abundance. You cannot access any of that if you're performing instead of being. So your first step is simple. Just notice. Notice when you shrink, notice when you hide, and notice when you override yourself. Because awareness is the first step towards reinvention. The second thing is to make one small, authentic choice today. You don't remove a mask by ripping it off. You remove it with gentle, consistent truth. So ask yourself, what is one small choice I can make today that feels more honest? And it doesn't have to be dramatic. It might be something like delaying a yes until you check in with yourself, admitting that you're tired, asking somebody for help, maybe ending your workday on time or saying what you actually think, or allowing yourself to want something new or different. And these small acts are not insignificant. They are evidence to your nervous system that it's safe to live more authentically. And authenticity is a pathway to your Ikigai. Because your Ikigai can only be revealed when you stop overriding your inner voice. These small choices are you practicing in real time the energy of your next chapter. The third thing you can do is replace the inner critic with a truth that serves you. Most masks are held in place by an inner voice that says, you're not good enough. You can't ask for help. You have to be perfect. You have to stay where you are, or change is too risky. But those voices are old and they're outdated, and it has no place in your 2026 reinvention. So today I'd like you to choose a new truth to start repeating. It might be something like, it's safe for me to be seen. I don't have to carry everything alone. I'm allowed to want more for my life. I'm worthy without the performance. Or my next chapter requires my presence, not my perfection. And this new voice becomes the soil from which your Ikigai grows. It gives you permission to imagine and explore and finally ask, what do I really want? Because clarity thrives where honesty lives. So, as we look into 2026 and we're in the month of December with all its celebrations, I want you to remember this. You cannot step into a new chapter while wearing an old identity. Your Ikigai, your purpose, your reason for being, or your calling can't be found behind a mask. It can only be revealed when you show up as your true, unfiltered self. So, this week, as part of the Reinvention series, I want you to choose one small act of truth, one step closer to yourself, and one moment where you peel back the mask and let the real you breathe. Your 2026 reinvention begins with honesty, and it begins with presence, and it begins with courage to return to who you've always been. And if today's reflection resonated and you're ready to uncover your next chapter and to uncover your Ikigai, I would love to support you in that process. I have a step-by-step discovery and process where we look into your Ikigai, and you can learn more about it by emailing me at kavita@itsmytimenowcoaching.com, or you can click the link in the show notes to book a free discovery call with me today. Remember, my friend, your reinvention is already beginning, and it starts with that one brave, honest step towards who you really are.